talk about Sri Maheshwara and Sri Parvati. Who are they in us? Shiva is our consciousness, our very self. Shakti is our creative power. They are what we refer to as Purusha and Prakriti, male and female, pure conscious and Shakti energy. Also referred to as yin and yang, qi and chai by the Japanese and the Chinese. The pure consciousness is the life principle in us, that is Lord Shiva, which enables the body to perceive and act, the mind to feel, and the intellect to think. Without pure consciousness, these equipments cannot function. The consciousness in us governs our physical, mental, and intellectual activities. The phases of the moon have a direct effect on the physical nature of the earth, causing spring and neap tides, high and low tides. They also have a direct effect on the functioning of our bodies. Our bodies are composed of approximately 70% water, and thus the phases have an effect on us. For us to function properly, Lord Shiva and Mother Parvati, that is Shakti, have to occupy the rightful place, that is at the crown of the head, in their Ardhaneshwari aspect. What causes a problem for them to move apart? It is the mind. It is chanchal. It is always wanting, desiring. As a result, we are caught up in this material world, so much so that Shiva and Shakti move apart. We then have to awaken the Shakti power in us, that is a Kundalini Shakti, and restore her to her rightful place at the crown of the head to function with Lord Shiva, that is pure consciousness, and whose help we enlist. It is Hanumanji, Vayu, or the air element. Without Shakti, Shiva has no expression, and without Shiva, Shakti has no existence. Evil qualities and thoughts arise because of the misuse of the senses, which is the root cause of all sins. The auspicious Lord is present in every one of us. The Lord can only be manifested through the practice of pure thoughts and action. Now, according to numerology, in the words Shiva Ratri, the three letters SI, VA, and RAA make up 11. SI equal 5, VA equal 4, and RAA equal 2. These 11 are known as the Ekadasha Rudras, the 11 Rudras. The fourth letter TRI represents a combination of the first three, that is Shiva Ratri. Thus, Shivaratri is the day for overcoming the 11 Rudras. They are the pain inducers in us. Who are they? Who are the 11 Rudras? They are the 5 organs of action and 5 organs of perception and the Atma. These Rudras turn the intellect, that is our buddhi, towards sensuous object and drown us in the ocean of samsara. This is the worldly life. Shiva also refers to the 5 elements and reside in the following places in us. Firstly, the earth element is in the feet, and the syllables Na represent the earth element. Then we have the water element in the navel region, that is Ma. Then we have the fire in the shoulders, that is Si. And then we have the air element in the face, which is Shiva. And then we have ether or space, the head element, that is the letters Ya. Now, in the Ramayana, before the Ram Katha comes Lord Shiva's Katha, or it's preceded by the Shiva Katha. Why is this so? In anything that we undertake, we firstly have to have the faith that is represented by Mother Parvati, and then we have to have the knowledge that is represented by Mother Sita. So, firstly we have faith and then we have knowledge. And once you have faith, that is a belief, and knowledge, then we will be able to obtain bhakti, that is devotion, that is Mother Sita, and that is Bhagwan, that is Sri Ram. Now, one may say, what is this consciousness and Shakti and manifestation? It's just too much to understand. Isn't there a simpler way to explain this? Yes, there is. If you take ink, it has no form, it is formless. But look at the number of manifestations that can arise from that formless ink. You can make houses, you can make cars, you can make industrial areas, and the list goes on and on. All from that formless ink. So the ink and the picture represents Lord Shiva and Mother Parvati. That is the energy, static energy and kinetic energy. Now we come to Love and Kush in the Ramayan. They are represented, the charming duo of day and night, the gift of the solar and lunar brilliance. The entire Ramayana is sung by the twins into the perception of mankind. So Love and Kush represents day and night. Then we have the sages, Sage Vashist and Vishwamitra. They are the life stream in us. The saints and sages are the night stars which spread across the constellation. The night of Vanvas for Sri Ram and Mother Sita is spread with the joyful visits to the Rishis ashram in the forest that depict the stars and direction finders. The night is akin to Vanvas and the seers to the stars who guide the night travelers. The forest wanderers need light for location and movement in the night, and it is the stars who stand as gurus. Now we look at Shiva's bow. What does the bow stand for? Now, what does it represent? The bow has a curved shape, just like the arch of the moon. The arch of the moon has the bow appearance in the first quarter and grows in the next 7 days into the full lunar light, which appears like breaking the bow by pulling the strings further backward until the bow becomes a full circle and snaps into a full display of the full moon, that is Purnima. This is the display that only the Supreme Purusha, that is Sri Ram, can perform for his Pakritri, that is Sri Sita Devi. Now we look at Lanka Deep. Lanka Deep, the Meru of consciousness. The head was Ayodhya, while Sri Ram and Sita were together. With the abduction, all the luminosity is blocked by the dark power of Ravan. Ayodhya, the head, is now Lanka. Sorrow and grief permeates life. The leap of Hanuman into Lanka, the Meru, and his effort of setting the whole island afire is a true display of the relationship of the wind and the power of Agni. Now we get on to the epic, the wonderful epic of the Ramayana that takes us on a voyage on the Pushpak Viman. The return of Sri Ram and others on the 7-colored rainbow from Lanka to Ayodhya is a bewitching spectacle. Who are the passengers? Just like our planes have to land at certain places in order to take in those who have won the right to fly by the tickets they have bought, so too the Lord comes down time and again so that those that have won the right to be liberated may be saved, means fly with him. When the two avatars of Vishnu Bhagwan, that Sri Ram and Parshuram, confronted, the world must have shook. The appearance of Parshuram is like that of a collapsed neighboring star system and its disappearance into the solar system. The avatar of Parshuram was for a specific purpose, and when the purpose is fulfilled, they will then have to abandon their bow and arrow or whatever Ashtra and Shastra they have, hand it in, and then leave for Vaikun. So that is why Parshuram appeared in Satyu. And when his term of office was over, he had to hand over to Sri Ram, who appeared in Treta Yuga. Now, we know that Mother Sita went to the forest with Sri Ram. Why did she go? The beauty of the Ramayan is the coming together of the solar and lunar bodies. Sri Ram knew that the coming of Supernaka is a prelude to the coming of Ravan. He had already decided that the Shakti must accompany him. So why did Mother Sita accompany Sri Ram to the forest? Ravan had done so great a tapasya that the merit in concrete terms was high as a mountain. Although he caused much grief and sorrow, yet his path, that is his sins, could not wipe out the merit he had accumulated. He now had to undertake such a heinous crime that would wipe out his tapasya immediately. And what could be worse than kidnapping the mother of the universe? Thus, Sri Ram asked Mother Sita to enter the fire. With the grand illusion of abduction, the cosmos suffers a depletion of brilliance, and the only light force remaining is the chemical light, that is Agni, which constitute the chemical fire Agni. The forces of brilliance are directly linked to the need for air, and the wind has to blow to keep it alive and blazing. It is here that a close bond is created by Hanumanji towards Mother Sita, who now abducted in the Meru of Lanka, transformed from her own brilliance to that of the terrestrial light of Agni. Hence, the forces of Agni and Vayu, the fire and wind combination, become the sources of energy for all activity. The king of Lanka smears his darkness over creation from his island kingdom shaped like the Meru, wherein he holds Sri Sita Devi captive. With the eclipse called Ravan, the solar and light are covered up, and Agni is the only light. This Agni is indeed the dual Maya Sita in captivity. This Agni needs sustenance, and it depends on the sun for fuel and the wind for oxygen. The epic battle of the Ramayan is like the rising of the sun, bathing the cosmos with its brilliance, removing all darkness. What is depicted as a battle is in reality the sun coming out of the eclipse unfazed and proper. The Agni Pravesh is a depiction of the brilliance of Agni as a captive Maya Sita, transforming back to the lunar brilliance, now restored to her own self with the entry of the solar brilliance, that is Sri Ram. Sita is to testify her purity. She goes through the fire test. She is purity in thought, word, and deed. There is no fire that burns purity, the truth. Gold does not fear flame. She comes out pure. The luminosity of the solar and brilliances then engulf the human consciousness with total perception, that is Satchitanand. Thank you for tuning in and sharing your time with me today. Make sure to like and share this video with everyone. Stay connected, stay inspired. May Sri Ram be with you always. See you in the next video. Jai Sri Ram.